Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. We're doing something different today. We're walking from Wild Park or Woodley Park, or on this side here. So we're going to go around the park first, and then we're going to come along the green path here. It's a walking track. So we're going to come through here, Frank Skinner Park. We'll come down around here, go past this reserve. We're going to come up here, go up to Lord Miles Creek, then we might come across the bridge here and have a quick look around here. Then we're going to come back across the bridge and come up along this way to another reserve, and hopefully we're going to come up here. The path does continue up to this point here. Then we're going to come across here, go along here, and hopefully end up in that lake. So I hope you guys can come along with me on this journey. I don't know how far I'll get. I'm aiming to get to here. So hopefully it won't be so bad. So hope you enjoyed this. Good. Let's go for this journey. Thank you. Okay, hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. We're about to leave Wiley Park, which is that one there. If you haven't seen my video, go check it out. So we're heading down here. Now, I don't know how far this is, or how far I'm going to get to start with, but we're just going to do a casual walk, hoping to get to the lake that's just past Old Petrie Town. I can't remember the name of it. I'm really bad with names. But we're about to go under the rail track. Let's hope no trains come. So the river that we're walking beside is the North Pine River. So this path goes down past a few parks, a reserve, and a park run. So any park that we see along the way, we'll stop and have a look. Hey, we missed the train! Yay! There we go. It's a good spot for train watchers if you're into that. Oh, we've got double train. How cool is that? Not often you see that. Okay, so Petrie train station's just up there. Apparently the mill is up that way too. We might have a look at that, maybe. But we're heading for Sweeney Reserve. So we're going to just follow this path. Got a couple of poppers. The football field here. So this is part of the fun run here, or park run. Got a couple of flowers down there too. So they kept some of the nature here. We got a bit of a bit of a lookout here. This is cool. So you could sit down here or stand up here, either way. Not much of a view, but yeah, that's a shame. I thought you'd see a bit more than that. Oh well, you got to see it here. Not sure which club that is, but we are in Petrie. So there's looks like only one little section that I have to walk along the suburban street to get back onto the path. The rest of the time it should be just along this path here. And so far it's wheelchair friendly, which is good. So you could, if you don't drive, you could get a train to Petrie, get off there and just come down and then go either to Wiley Park, and the cross from Wiley Park is Les Park. So that's another good park to go to. I've done a video there. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. I've also done Old Petrie Town as well. That was a pretty good one too. A lot of history in that place. That looks like they're trying to grow new trees to encourage more wildlife to come back. Now it is a bit windy around here, so you may hear it in the video. If you do, don't go putting in the comments that you can't hear me because of the wind or some crap like that. But I do have a decent mic now, so you shouldn't hear the wind, or if any at all. If it gets wind or really strong, you'd hear it, but I don't think any of this light stuff you would. There's a really funky smell around here too. Not sure what it is. There's another little section here you can just sit down. Not really much here to see, but I guess it's something. I don't know. We got a mini little bridge here. That's cool. We've got a gazebo to our left. This is pretty nifty little area here. Oh, that is. It's part of the path over there. Okay. There's another homeless person here. Wow. This is what I mean with the homeless people. I don't have a problem with majority of them. It's the people that leave rubbish like this around. There's no excuse for that. You could still put your rubbish in the bin. Right, so there's a park up there Madison Park. And that must have been that one up there that we just came through. That's much of a park. Okay, so this is a nice, well, this would have been a nice area. So to our left, we have some exercise or gym equipment. Again, all these that you see in parks are free to use. So make the most of it. You got an exercise bike, shoulder press, fitness equipment. But yeah, make the most of the stuff. Oh, this must be the fun one. I'll have a look around here. This is the park run, not the fun one, sorry. The park run. So it's not very, well, on the map it doesn't look that very big. So we'll just have a quick look around here. I do like all the trees here. So there is plenty of space here. Just that one picnic table and barbecue, which, yeah, I don't, well, two picnic tables, sorry. I don't think you'd want to come here with that kind of setting, which is a shame. And I don't know whether they still have the park run on. I mean, there's a lot of crap on the path. Potentially could be dangerous for running. So whether they have it on or not, I don't know. You'd have to check. And as for that rain event, we didn't get much of it, which is about right. But it was pretty windy. The wind was pretty much the worst bit of it. I think we'll just go up to this section here because it does loop around. But this is not a bad little spot here. We've got some more stuff over there to have a look at. Yeah, the path's not that well maintained. We got some picnic tables down here. It's like a car park over there. But look at this. This is so cool. I could see that in a painting. But look at that. Wow, and these trees, I love these trees here. I think they look so cool. Right, oh, we won't go right around. Yeah, so it should loop right around and you should end up coming back out along here. Going by what was on the Google Maps. But this actually showed it being a road too. But here you can see it was a car park because they still got the lines on here, like as a car park. That's kind of interesting. So you should come back on this way up here and lead back to this path here. But yeah, I mean, look, the council won't even mow over there because of the stuff that's there, which then makes it worse. And I got some cockatoos. Lots of cockatoos, well, it sounds of it. Not sure if it's picking it up on the mic. Look at them. There they are. And they're flocking this way. Oh, look, they do travel in herds. Packs. Okay, we'll get back on to the main path. So that was Petrie Park Run. Again, I don't know whether they still have it. If it is, I want it to be on, I think, primarily Saturdays. Okay, so there's two paths here. This would be the main path. And that's just like an extra one, maybe? Or the old one. It looks like we got an info board up here coming up on our left. We got more parking up here. There's a rear building just up there to our right. I think that could be a toilet, maybe. Not sure. Right, this is North Pine River Corridor. Okay. So it gives you an idea of what we got coming up. Petrie Mill, it's a park. We started at Wiley. Okay. So we got the reserve, and there's a Young's Crossing Park, but we actually have to cross over the river. So we got the Petrie Station, Cycleway, Petrie Town, the Petrie Mill Playground. This tells you a bit more about it. And this is all the areas around here. So you go to the Sunshine Coast, back down to Brisbane, and this is where we are now at Petrie, between Petrie and Strathboyne, I guess. But yeah, how cool is that? So I'll probably end up titling this the North Pine River Corridor, because that's pretty much where we are. There is a dog park up here, so let's have a quick look up here. Is that a sign? Oh yeah, oh, koala's present. Oh nice. So we might see a koala on our journey. Or our journey. Okay, so the dog park's just up here. Again, there's plenty of parking up here. I'm not sure what that building is up there, but there's a small park up there as well. There's a park up on here. Huh. Well, there you go. Looks like there's only one here, and it's a large section. It's pretty nifty. There's a, what does it say? Oh, it just talks about the koalas. Okay, so these were the toilets. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That must be the Cobb & Co. One of the Cobb & Co stops overs. How nifty is that? Pity there's no plaque up here stating it. And yeah, it's a very small little playground here. Again, it looks like we've got homeless up there. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of having a fenced area when you've got the wall that comes up and the kids could just climb over it. So, yeah, and just getting through that way seems pointless. You got a little section here that you can play in the sand. You got a couple of slides or two slides, climbing equipment, a swing. You do have a barbecue here that's nice, well, nice and clean and working. You got a drink fountain here. You've got, looks like a drop-off section here. Got another tap here. Definitely a homeless person up there. And a really funky smell here as well. Oh wow. And they're the Sweeney family. Wow. That's interesting. So, wow. 50-acre property was purchased in 1883 by Alexander Jackson, Wiley, sorry, not Sweeney, making Riverlea his family home by marrying Margaret that same year. 6 children followed, and Alex Wiley remained active in the community, serving the local government between 1882 and 1921. Oh wow. The gate posts indicate the driveway that led to the low set cedar birch and handmade brick home built by Spry in 18 1860s. Wow. Which, where did I see it? Well, must be down, yeah, down there. I think we went past them, but wow. And this is Sweeney's Reserve. So, again, there's homeless here. Oh, look, there's another post, info board here. Don't know how far down these info boards go, but we'll check this one out. This is the car park here. Queensland National Bank site. Oh wow. Grant, Philip William Grant Pinlock was employed by the Queensland National Bank in 1881 and married Tom Petrie's eldest daughter, Mimi. In 1884, Pinlock was appointed manager when the North Pine branch opened for business on the 27th of August 1887. Although the bank's precise location is now not known, it's initially operated on the site lease from Alexander Jackson Wiley in this vicinity, and Pinlock's family lived on the premises. By 1891, business had expanded significantly to require the service of an accountant. On 12th of January 1892, Captain Pinlock was posted as an officer commanding 4th Company North Pine Mounted Infantry. Local volunteers who served the Boer War during the economic depression in the early 1890s. However, just 9 accounts remain current at the North Pine branch, which was closed on the 30th of June 1893. Accounts were transferred to Sandgate. Wow, there you go. And that's what it looked like. How nifty is that? Wow. So I wonder, oh, there's another sign, the other sign, which I'm going to have a look at. I don't know if there's any more of this around. So that's pretty nifty. Yeah, there's parking, wheelchair, toilets, barbecues, dogs can look here, you can walk, cycle, dogs off the leads, barbecue, or picnic, and gym. There we go. Sweeney's Reserve is the oldest reserve in Pine Rivers area. It was designated in the 1920s and protects significant cultural heritage areas. It was the location of the Aboriginal fishing area known as Minden, and also rainmaking site in the 1840s. When logging was an important industry, it was a significant rafting ground. In the 1860s, the first coastal road from Brisbane to Gympie passed through the reserve, and the original raised road embankment can still be seen today. How nifty is that? Right. So I'm going back over here. We'll do a short little video of this. We might find more. Doesn't say how many these are around. So I'll do a quick little video and we'll get going back down over there. Okay, so we're down in the dog park area. We're going to keep going now. So that was a bit more history. I did a short little video, so if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. There is another info board up here. Maybe it shows you the locations of all the info boards. And this could be the tallest too. Maybe, I don't know. But apparently there's koalas around here too, so well, let's see what we can find. The old Dubbo Road, that way. Okay, this is Sweeney's Reserve. Oh wow, it does show you the, oh okay, it's not all in Sweeney's Reserve, there's only a couple in here, and the rest are all over the place. Okay, so, well, you guys can read that. Pause the video if you need to. Well, this is the places that we're going to, well, we've already seen the Sweeney House site, the remnants of the bridge, and the school, and the road structure. Okay, so it doesn't say where we are, but yeah, they're all scattered all over the place here. Okay, so I guess we follow the path. So it's a nice sunny day. There are a few clouds, like way over in that direction, but as you can see, all this is nice blue sky compared to what it was a couple of days ago. There's a little picnic area over there. A couple of picnic tables there. Oh, there's an info board over there. Alright, we need to go over there. So we've got this here. Oh, we got flying foxes in the area too. Wow. Okay, well, they're just saying that there's flying foxes around here, but looks like we're pretty safe. So there is an info board over here. So I'm thinking that these videos will probably be at least 2, maybe 4 videos. So I hope you guys can come along with me on this journey. This is another new place. I've never been here before. And going by the amount of stuff that's all over the path, I don't think this gets much attention or love. Like, if there was a lot of people here, you wouldn't see all the crap on here. You wouldn't see all this stuff on the footpath like this. All this would be gone. So there's like a little loop here that we can do. There's an info board. It looks like a few other information boards as well. Random palm tree here, right there. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, let's check out the, I think the names of the trees. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, and this is 1870. Oh, when he was born, sorry. My bad. I thought that was when he died. Okay. 7 branches of the 7 families. Wow. These 7 trees represent 7 surviving children, the branches of the Albert family. Wow. That's nifty. Oh, wow, it's a little bit hard to walk around here. That's cool. And look at this area here. We got one more here. Wow. This is not a bad little spot. You've also got a little seat underneath the tree. This is pretty nifty. We got another car park here. So you got a couple of picnic tables here. You have broken glass, which is not cool. Especially if there's kids running around here. We do have a sign just over here. Wow. Looks like we can get a little bit closer to the river down here. We'll quickly have a look at that. And this is, oh, okay. There we go. It's in the memory of the parent who came to Queensland from Germany in 1867 and moved to North Pine District. The father and his family settled in now known as Ebert Parade Lawnton. He was a carpenter by trade and also planted a vineyard and small crops. 9 children were born, and the descendants of 7 surviving children from his pioneering family met on the second Sunday of October each year for a picnic lunch and a reunion. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. But look at this. Oh, what's that? Oh, I think that's a plover going past. But how cool! Another one going past too. But how cool is this? We'll have a quick look over here because I want to do another short video of this place. So if there's a bit of jumps in the videos, it's because I'm doing short little videos of the place as well. Because I also do videos for Google Maps as well. And all my photos that I take go up onto Google Maps as well. It's so much better than Facebook. Wow, look at that. Oh, there's some fish down here. There's like baby fish. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a whole lot just there. Wow, how cool. But you can fish along this river. There is fishing pontoons over on the other side, but I guess anywhere along here you could fish. But look how quiet this is. Well, you hear the distance of the traffic, but it's not that loud. You hear a lot of the bird noises, bird chirpies and all that. But how cool. Alright, so I'll do a video here of this place and then we'll keep going. So there might be a jump in the video, but shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so there's a bit of a jump because I just finished doing a short little video of around here of a true pioneering family. Not because they're born in the 1800s, but because they actually contributed to society and built up the town. So now we're going to keep going. We're just following this path. You can drive down there to get to the car park over there. Okay, so the road's a bit crap. Look at that. They need to come out and fix this. Even if it is at the end of the track. Okay, so well, let's see what else we can find along the way. A little bit of more history. Wow, that's interesting. Log, or what's left of a log tree. So there's another sign saying about the koalas. So we might be lucky and see a koala around. I'm not saying that there are, or that we will, but we might. Right, from this point on, dogs have to remain on their lead because of the koalas in the area. Wow. Okay, this is the park run start line and finish here. Okay, this must be the new one. So the other one was the old one, I guess. There's a lot of lorikeets in the tree up there. And this is just the same sign about the flying foxes as before. And look, we've got ibis here as well. Oh, well, that's private property. Really? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, okay. Well, so much for that. We can't go and have a look over there. Alright, well, let's check this out. Usually you find koalas in gum trees like these. So you just never know, Ella. So we got some gym or exercise equipment down here. So you could do your walk or your run, jog, bike, whatever, and then stop at these spots here as well. Well, they're fairly compacted in. We've got a magpie coming up on our right. We've got a butcher bird in the tree. And we've got a bush turkey up there. Got a cockatoo screaming. Hey mate. Hello. Yeah. Not every magpie will attack. There's another one here. And they have no fear. There you go. Hey Maggie. Hello. 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 You're too cute. Yeah. See? You just have to talk to them. Treat them with respect. I ain't freaking, oh, you're gonna attack me, you're gonna attack me. Yeah, we're still going up here. Yep, and we got a sign to watch our step. There's a bit of an incline here. But it is nice and cool in this section. Okay, made it to the top. It was a bit of a hill climb, but check that house out. I like the gazebo on the side there. And that high set house up there looks alright. Well, there was a lorikeet, or parakeet. You got a seat here. You got a spot to pick up your dog poop. And we got a gym equipment over there. You got bins along the track here as well. So you can pick up your dog poop and put it in the bin instead of dumping it on the ground. Oh, I didn't see any corals, so and we're out of that reserve. There's some sugar trees here as well. Hi. So as you can see, you do have a few people coming along here. Not many. We're still walking alongside the North Pine River. And we've got another seat here. But the view isn't that good, which is a shame. It's a little, it's just someone's property. But there's a little laneway there, but it's not Looks like something's happening down here. We got, oh, this is that place. Oh, there's like a little lookout here. Let's have a look down here. There's someone already down here, but I don't think they'll mind. Looks like you could fish down here too. So this would be like a nifty little spot to come down and fish. It's a pretty cool little spot. Got a picnic table. Oh, maybe not fish once you get right down the bottom there. Hi.
Oh, great. What do you got there? Oh, a camera.
Yeah.
Oh, great. The phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can do your own movie.
Yeah.
No, that's not too bad. It's fairly full tide.
Yeah.
Don't walk down on that ramp, whatever you do. It's slippery as anything.
Yeah. It looks it too.
Yeah, I fell in one day and I actually couldn't get out the water. I had a canoe.
Oh, wow.
And I paddled way up the other end where there's another ramp.
Yeah.
I got it out there and I had a trolley. I was able to pull it all the way back because my car was here, but I just couldn't get out the water.
Wow.
Yeah, but not even on my all fours or anything.
Damn.
Slippery as an eel's back. I guess if they cleaned it occasionally, it'd be all right.
Yeah.
Or made the surface of it a bit rough, yeah. It'd be all right. It's not a bad idea, but, you know where it is. Good part of the river to get into, but just getting in and out, it's dangerous.
Can you fish down here or not?
Yeah, there's fish there. I've caught a few flathead and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Just now and then. I haven't always caught a lot.
Yeah.
We used to get some good mud crabs in here, and they'd be around at the moment too.
Wow.
But, yeah, there's a couple of launching ramps, one further up there, but further up it does shallow off a bit. It'd be deep at the moment. You can get up to Young's Crossing almost now in a kayak or something or a canoe, but once it shallows out a bit, wouldn't be as easy.
Do you have a lot of boats coming up and down here or not?
You get a few, but further down near Sweeney's Reserve at low tide, it's dry.
Oh, okay.
So if you've got a bigger boat, you wouldn't get through there. Even with a canoe, you'd have to carry it part of the way.
Oh, wow.
There's a bit of shallow water, then you get back down near the bridge and it deepens off there. I think it's all, what do you call it, gravel that's washed down out of the dams or flood events.
Yeah.
You know, so it's, one time it used to be a lot deeper. There's some fairly deep holes in here still. I think it's 20 or 30 feet up now that next corner.
Wow.
And I used to come up here a fair bit and fish, and it's just awkward to get in here, you know.
Yeah.
And, otherwise, I'd do it more because you don't see many power boats, and because they can only get up sort of an hour either side of the tide virtually, you know.
Yeah.
Some guys come up here hope to catch something, you know. A lot of fish, I think, do come in here to get away from the bigger fish, and bull sharks, of course, get up here.
Oh, wow.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
You can often stand on the bank and see them. They're not usually big,
but
occasionally you'll get a big one.
Huh.
But they get in on the high tides. But I've never heard of a dog being taken or anyone being bitten up here. Wow. I wouldn't swim in there personally. But
yeah. It doesn't look that inviting either.
It probably looks worse with all that rubbish on the edge. But because where you get big tides, you get a lot of crap washing in and all that.
Yeah.
Tin cans and other stuff.
What about flooding? How bad?
Oh, yeah, it can come up. I think one of the last major events, that rail was knocked over and other stuff. I don't think it came right up in here, but it came up a fair way there.
Yeah.
There was a fair bit of damage, and some of the trees you can still see stuff hung up in the trees.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, it can come up a fair way. Wouldn't get right up to those houses, but it'd get up part of the way.
Damn.
Where there's that bit of a rise, it'd get up that far easily. Oh, yeah, no, there's been a bit of destruction. They're not bad looking houses. They're a good river view, really, and probably get the occasional snake, I'd say, with all the scrubland. You have to watch for that.
Yeah. Well, that's a given.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that. Just have a 14 gauge shotgun or something if you want to.
They're not that bad. They're more scared of you than you are of
Oh,
them.
yeah, I don't take chances on that. I'll leave them alone. Now, obviously, if they're going to run
Yeah.
away, I won't bother them.
Yeah.
I've only ever killed one or two in my life.
I haven't killed any. I
Yeah.
take photos and videos.
Yeah, I can do that with them. I've got my camera with me. I sometimes do that. But
Yeah.
one time when I was a youngster hitchhiking all around the country, was down near the Snowy Mountains somewhere, and I met this kid who'd run away from home. He was only about 12, but gee, he knew the bush. He had drunken parents or something.
Oh, yeah.
We cut across country, and he saw this red-bellied black snake, and he dropped a great big rock on it,
Oh,
and we ate it.
ew.
And I didn't really like it, just the thought of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, put on the fire like the Aborigines used to do on
Yeah.
the coals, and you get almost a smoked chicken taste out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I just did it for the fun of it, but I wouldn't normally do it.
Same with croc. It tastes like chicken.
Yeah, crocodiles might be different again. Yeah,
I've had a crocodile pie, and it tastes like chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, she'll be right. But I guess I know emus are supposed to taste good too. I guess if you're hungry,
Yeah.
you're starving out in the bush, you'd do it. Kangaroos.
Venison's better.
Venison's good.
Yeah.
Lower cholesterol.
I'm psyching myself up to try a camel pie.
Yeah.
And a
I've heard they're
kangaroo pie.
The kangaroo I didn't think was that great, but it's all right.
My sister mixed it with mint, and I don't know what she did to it, but it tasted really bad. And ever since then, I didn't really want to try kangaroo, but I'm psyching myself up to try this kangaroo pie.
I know the Aborigines used to eat them rolling up and all that. The camels are the camels are only effectively livestock. They probably wouldn't taste that different to beef, to normal cattle. I've heard all sorts of stuff about them. Venison, I've had that. We shot a couple of deer years ago, back before farmers let them all go in the bush.
Yeah.
This bloke let us on his property. He said, "Don't shoot the stags, just get the does." And we got a couple of does, and my mate was a butcher.
You got an ant on you?
Oh yeah, there's a few of those green ants on this bench. Yeah. No, we got a couple of does, but my mate was a butcher and he could prepare them well. He had a freezer full of it, and it was okay.
Yeah.
But they're all through the bush now. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
No.
There's a wood bird.
Yeah. There's surprising what there is around here. I used to see a lot of koalas. I don't know so much about now.
Well, I went through there and I didn't see any.
Used to be some.
Yeah.
I guess if they go on the ground and a dog gets them.
Yeah.
That's the problem here, and of course they've had a few floods over the years.
Yeah.
Which have probably might have knocked down some of their trees too.
But it's a shame. I like seeing animals in the wild rather than.
Where you used to see a lot was up around that Lake Samson, North Pine Dam. You walk along the tracks there, and you occasionally see them in the gum trees there. I was with this girlfriend of mine years ago, and she kept pointing them out. There's one, there's one, there's one. I didn't notice them, and I was taking photos of them. And they were pretty big ones too.
Huh, wow.
And so I dare say in there you might get more, because I know some people take their dogs in there, but on the whole you don't get people in there running them over with cars, because there's no cars in there or shooting them or anything else. So, and God knows why you'd want to shoot one of them. But
I know, right?
I knew one old man when I was a kid. He'd been in the Depression and he used to cut timber for a living. He was doing anything he could do. And one day he accidentally cut his leg with the axe.
Oh.
And there was a convenient koala nearby. He had a gun with him, as everyone did in those days. He killed the koala and he skinned it as best he could. And he wrapped the skin around his leg, because he'd seen the Aborigines do it.
Yeah.
And it acted like a bandage. Of course, it had a bit of flesh on it itself. Yeah. And he showed me the scar and he said, "Oh yeah, it was an old bush cure for, in those days you did what you could, you know."
Yeah.
And but of course they're protected now.
Yeah.
But no, it's a bit of a shame. But around that dam, it's surprising. There's a lot of wild pigs. They do have traps out for them, but deer. But sometimes you can drive in parts of it there, or walk in and you'll see a deer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're there.
Nice.
A friend of mine was going across the dam one day in a canoe, and he saw all these things in the water, and he wondered what it was, and he's paddling like mad to keep with him, and he had something like that on the front of his boat.
Yeah.
And it was a herd of wild pigs, because they can swim quite well.
Yeah.
And cattle don't swim real well. Horses can. I've been canoeing in there, and I had a horse swim up to me.
Oh, okay.
Probably thought I was its owner or something.
Yeah,
It wasn't a wild horse. And I had to keep away from it just in case it wouldn't. If it rested its head on you, it could probably tip you over.
Yeah, yeah.
But he just looking at me, they probably thought I was his owner. Must have been a horse on adjustment up there. But no, it's surprising what's up there. Plenty of snakes, plenty of other creatures, kangaroos, wallabies, deer, pigs, wild dogs. You know, occasionally they've been dropping 1080 base, I think, for dogs. Mainly probably wild dogs and crossbreeds, probably not so much purebred dingoes. I've seen a few up in the ranges.
Yeah.
I came upon one day and someone had shot it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why, but anyway, it's
because people are assholes.
Yeah, might depend where they are too. Like they go on about Fraser Island, but really a lot of that started where people were feeding them all the time.
Yeah, and you don't go to Fraser Island by yourself.
No, I never went ashore there alone when I was in the boat. I was always careful.
Yeah, you always go with someone.
But I think a lot of that though is where people were feeding them and they lost the fear of people. Wherever people feed the animals, they can become the food.
Yeah, yeah.
You see that with people trying to muck around with sharks. And
yeah, and same with up north, up in Queensland. You got signs all over the place saying crocs are in the water, and yet tourists go in and swim, and then they get taken by a croc. Then the families complain that they got killed by a croc. It's
well,
like,
they're
well,
the apex predator. You can't.
You're in their territory, so.
Yeah, my nephew worked up there at Rio Tinto in the admin, I think it was, in the mine. But I said, what do you do up there? Because he owns loads of guns, you know.
Yeah.
And he had a target shooting club and all that. And I said, you ever shoot the crocs? And he said, no. But he said, I know people who do. He said, you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
And there's pigs up there and all that. But I said, well, you wouldn't swim in the creeks, would you? And he said, well, you can, but you've got to be quicker than the crocs. And he said
chances of that are slim.
One of his friends got grabbed, but they jumped in. It couldn't have been a big croc, and they got him back. But he saw these tourists, like you said, I don't know, the Germans or some Europeans, right up to their necks in water. He was driving along the edge of the beach, and he stopped, told them, and they just told him to go and get something.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And he said, all right, die then, and he drove off.
Yeah.
And
I have no sympathy for people that don't read the signs, and then they take the risk.
Well, I just don't get it with people. Like I saw this thing on Facebook where these idiots were in a lion park in Africa, and you drive through it, don't open your windows, don't muck around. Some guy, I presume he was on drugs or drunk. He had to have been. He couldn't have been in normal mind. He got out the car, and I think the lions had cubs, which is very dangerous.
Yes.
And, or smaller cats or something. He's patting them, and all of a sudden, out of left field, out of camera view, boom, this great big lion or lioness jumped on him, and the others went for him, and he's screaming help, and some woman screaming help, help, get help. They couldn't do anything. The next minute, you just saw the lions. You didn't show you it all, but you know what they were doing. They were eating him.
Yeah.
And well, what can you do? You can't go in there with a gun and shoot the lions.
Exactly.
They kill the human. Why
they're doing what comes natural to them.
They're probably protecting their cubs.
Exactly.
Same with bears.
It would have been a lioness that would have attacked them because you don't go near cubs.
Well, the lioness is the prime hunter too.
Yeah.
The lions will hunt, but often the lioness does.
Yeah,
typical males. And, but anyway, no.
Not touching that.
Yeah, they but yeah, you know, that people just don't bloody think.
No, they don't.
I'm careful around snakes. As a friend of mine can't resist picking them up and all that. I wouldn't even pick up a python because if they bite you, you can get infections off them. Yeah. It's very rare I've handled snakes.
Well, I've had. I went to the Darling Downs Zoo and they put a snake around my neck, and that was cool.
Yeah, that's all right.
I've touched a python in the wild. I've come really close to 2 red bellies, and I've had a yellow whip snake go across me a foot away from me. But yeah.
No. It's most of them are capable of giving you at least an infection. That's why I don't treat them as pets or.
No, I treat them with respect, and I'm in control of the situation. I know where the snake is going to go.
Yeah, so they usually go away.
Yeah. Like I said,
there's up a brownie, you'll have a bit of a go.
Yeah, well, if you're stupid enough to do that.
You know, you tread on one or.
Yeah.
The only snake I probably really fear after the brown is the death adder because he doesn't get out your way. And you don't often see him.
Yeah, he's got a bit of an attitude.
Fairly small. They're not real big.
Yeah.
A friend of mine had a load of them because he did venom research.
Yeah.
And his favourite pet death adder bit him one day. We were swapping it from one bag to another.
Yeah.
And it was that quick.
Huh.
And we had to drop everything. This was many years ago. Dumped Tony on the back of the motorbike, and we were out at his place at Brookfield. And in those days, there wasn't all the medical centres. So I raced him into the Royal Brisbane Hospital. By the time we got there, he was falling off the back of the bike because it was taking effect.
Yeah.
I was doing 160 along Milton Road, and there wasn't much traffic. It was early morning, and way back then there wasn't the traffic you got now. I got him there, straight into casualty, and they told him, well, okay, they eventually told him when he recovered a bit and said, right, you're getting rid of your snakes because you'd been bitten before and it has an effect on them, like a bit like bee venom, I think.
Yeah.
With beekeepers, one more sting can kill them. And they said, right, you're getting rid of your snakes, and he had a lot of them, and he got good money. He was a licensed to have them, and he got rid of them. He had death adders, browns, blacks, you name it. And that was back before they had these universal anti-venoms and all that. It's a lot better now. If you can get help, you're often all right. But a friend of mine got bitten by a red belly, and it was a big one. And he was on the farm, and there's all this pile of saddles there. And he saw the snake go in there, and Ted went to get it out to grab it by the tail, but his head had come round this way, and it got him.
Oh.
And so he called the ambulance from Caboolture. They haven't got him. They decided he wasn't envenomated, and they left. And then he started getting pretty woozy and sick, so they called the ambos back. And he was in hospital for a few days, and he was a healthy bloke. They're not often fatal, but they can be.
Yeah.
And I saw this woman one day. She jumped on a snake, but I think she was a catcher, and brown, and it was on a property. She had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And she pulled it out, but I think she knew more of what she was doing and what the snake was likely to do. And she got it in a bag pretty quick. But I wouldn't muck around. If I was in a position to kill it, I would. But a lot of people are bitten trying to kill a snake.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful what you're doing. You've got to know what you're doing. I haven't killed many in my lifetime, and my age, I'm not doing that anymore.
No.
No.
Wise move.
No, well, why bother?
Yeah.
A lot of people, these fatalities are often people who are playing with a snake, or like someone who plays with what they think is a keelback, and it's a rough scale. They look identical.
Yeah.
Keelbacks, you can almost play with them and they're all right. But a rough scale, he's one of the most deadly snakes in the bush there is. This idiot's playing with one at a pub, macho man.
Of course.
Died. Well, another one was on Facebook. Little brown snake about yay big. His sister said, could you come and get it out the house? No worries. He's got it hanging in his hand, and it's just going like that all the time. Now, you know, the little snakes are worse in some ways than the bigger ones.
Yeah, they're more
anyway, he started feeling a bit funny, so she called the ambo, of course, was smart. And he said he could hear things. He was immobilised, people talking, but he said he nearly died. And so he wrote on Facebook, he said, I know I'm a dickhead, and I don't care if people call me that. I was really stupid with what I did. I would have just put my foot on it. I wouldn't have mucked around with it. Something that small, in some ways, is harder to handle. Unless you can somehow get it into a container without risking your life, you know.
Yeah.
Throw it out in the bush somewhere. A friend of mine got a big red belly black under his house, and he'd been in the bush all his life. Tom Kelly, his name was, and he was just like Ned Kelly. And the older man, he's dead now, and he said, I couldn't bear to kill this beautiful creature. And he was just near Pickering Street, Brisbane, and he had snakes near the creek there, and he put it in a bag, took it up the bush and let it go. But he'd been an opal miner, and he had all this opal. He had a double wall under his house, Besser bricks, and he had another ant on there.
One, not the other. There we go.
And he had it all hidden, and whenever he needed money, he went and sold some of the opal to the people in town. He knew opal. He'd got all these rare wines. Some of his other opal, I don't know if I'd heard it or not, but in case anyone ever broke into the garage or the house, he had it in old tins of grease, probably in plastic bags or something.
Yeah.
And so anyone who broke in, they'd just see grease, they wouldn't go in there. Oh yeah, you're a very smart man. Done blasting, and I think he lost his nerve. He was like a powder monkey, and I think he lost his nerve because he said if you lit a fuse or something, or you pushed the detonator, it didn't go off. It was your responsibility to go out and find out why. No one could work up there until it was the charge was taken away. And so he lost his nerve in the end. He worked in all the mining industry, but he made a bit of money. He'd done it. But he was good with snakes. But he lived in the bush all his life. I've known a couple of guys like that, croc hunters in the old days, you know.
Yeah.
They used to go up north in winter because the crocs were more land-based then, and it was not quite as hot. then in summer they go down south and do pig and rabbiting.
Yeah.
And one guy told me how to get the crocs and all that, the old 303, but then it became illegal and he gave it away. You know.
That's yeah.
Made good money, but he said in those days there wasn't half the four-wheel drives, and there wasn't as many people up there. And he said you were up there for days on your own; you never saw anyone out in the back of Karumba or wherever he went. And but he said it was good money, except for the hides, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he took the meat at all, but it was good money. And, crocodile shoes. But anyway, where are you from anyway?
South side of Brisbane.
Oh yeah. Oh, they've got some good stuff over there though. You can go up the Lamington Plateau and all that. You know, O'Reilly's and Binnaburra.
Alright, well, you have a good day. I'll
I'll leave you to it, mate. Yeah.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, I won't be long going back myself. Do a few other things.
All right.
I've lost about 4 kilos walking around. I want to lose more, so
yeah,
trying to do the right thing by the doctors.
All right, well, you have a good day.
See you around, eh?
You too. Thank you. Well, that was an interesting talk. Sorry about that, guys. But, yeah, interesting what we found out. Okay, so we're heading down that way. Okay. If I had the time, I would sit there and talk to him all day. He seemed like a nice old guy. Okay, so that's Washbrook Crescent up that way, and we're still going to the other reserve, but we've got another exercise here, exercise equipment or gym. So we're still going along here. Okay, and if you were to take that path, it would lead up to the other crescent again, the Washbrook Crescent. But we're going to the other reserve, and behind us is the Swingy Reserve. But we got a little bridge here. You can't really see the water, but yeah. We got a seat here. You can see the river over there. A bit of a hill climb up here. I might have to pause this until I get up to the top. Okay, I made it up to the top here. It took a little bit to get up there. And the clouds are starting to come in a bit more too now. It's starting to get really muggy. You can start to see more of the North Pine River. That's pretty cool. We're at the 1700 mark. Okay, heading to the left, I think, yeah, because it's Middleton Street that way, so we're still going up this way. Yeah, that just leads up out to the part of the main street, so we're going this way. So we're in the other reserve now, so we should start seeing maybe info boards around. This is not a bad little spot. Big green open area. Again, what a missed opportunity. Some picnic tables, barbecues, playground. Wow, look at that. Well, they are mowing at the moment. So they maintain this pretty well, because the grass doesn't even look that tall. So it's still wheelchair friendly. I guess some of the path is a little bit bumpy, so be mindful of that. Got another section over on the right. Big green area. Again, what a missed opportunity. I could put playgrounds, picnic areas. Like, it's nice to